African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing the own affairs. African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing the own affairs. African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing the own affairs.
Yo, miapo nkpolo modakona mi hecho monpopo yako do wezo na mi ve Ŋdi TV pe Ŋdi Wɔna pe gomeje pe Tony Mark-Boye nyaga miapo be ke mecho monpopo yako dakpele mi katambe mi chana pe Ŋdi TV cho Wɔna TV ke nye miapa po me ke Wɔna gaje gome mi here me bele mi TV aro me be. Let's see, Equatorial Guinea's longest serving ruler receives Pope. Okay, so I think that's a big strange story here. Equatorial Guinea, though, for do couple like he can make a town him for do couple like no chichiao. Enya America, mia papa ga Catholico hang no la papa Leo, a Equatorial Guinea. I think that's good information for us. GBS story agoma, you can just go to whowedid.com and see more of details there. For me, Nyani Mark-Boye story, maybe I should just do a quick one. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, the 83-year-old president of Equatorial Guinea, made a rare public appearance today, receiving Pope Leo at the airport in Malabo. Despite his advanced age and reported health issues, the veteran leader stood firm, albeit with the aid of a walking stick, to welcome the pontiff. So, according to MMI News, the meeting marked a significant moment in the country's diplomatic efforts, and the president, who has ruled Equatorial Guinea with an iron fist since 1979, has been accused of suppressing opposition and amassing wealth from the country's oil reserves. His son, Teodoro Nguema Obiang Mange, has been groomed as his successor, serving as vice president since 2016. Interesting. So I think that's just a trendy story. I think we should let Equatorial Guinea. I'm to come out to 1979. Ikeponye Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. I hope Blanyi voton le achirashi echo afi no vai no chitre okoya mabuje for hekbe popleo catholico hagano no la de du komame evia ye homola be horete for no value kaka 2016 ye evia yike woyona be Teodoro Nguema Obiang Mange ye nya
Okana Vola le 0244 512
Ago. Oh, what the? Let go, Joy.
Oh, very much. Bà đã quên làm đồ cái tụi bụi, ta nhớ too much rồi tôi, một nhớ warm rất là khéo.
Oh.
Những mà vật phẩm, những mà thằng mà chung, mà nó chỉ có vụ,
Dari nanti Abraham fi baraka inele ya pati ke tukanya gbogbo ya wa. Base hasbena di dile nuna fia. Koko ina duna fa gare wonye ya nya pa no pasi bani ko hi wonta nya ni kuranwa. Wala pasi ko nya ko katara ge.
Bo. Mà nó chỉ có vụ, nó biết luôn.
Vai batakalu sugo. Ita bika dada sikramon tonto. Wala pati ke wa busielo weto fira.
Ire vola to gbo. Ye mo no chika ko mo pon jeje.
Vola chika no ple. Na zama fiva na kama furaga nawo. Mashama na zin.
Nyapa todo wala todo fita. Itanye za vola chika. Nya to ma toro ha. Wo za vola chika fufu jijila ama.
This Vola Piki.
Yeah.
Vola baby.
Ma una yura vola to. Ona una masa.
Vola pachika la chika drapo kata alo gado pa doyo pa mele akblawu ojango St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church atututu le hoa apo le old fashioned le akwe kala hwahwe a gada woji le agodo ma Yellow House Street ojango local restaurant atututu opa do le hudi gba ochogba chongdiga adrek le afaba dashina fiega aton kala mamli da gbewa oja dogo mandiga andrekla afa wadashina ndogawi efe okana Vola le 0244 512 1452
Vola
Nina ne miayi Vola ma senta afima mi apota yo la nya deba Vola e fi valo aklori le fuda now alele le fuda now domaru le fuda now a chite paraka o futo makata mele to woni de wa go applaud. Victoria Park. Afima na kodo. Wonto kame. Wa puto. Wo fukame. Fukame tutu dokada. Vola heba center. Dr. Prosper Debeneba. Akodo. Come on. Vola.
Kadon kwajiba vola pachika monyona funo nyonu yo no na ma vikle de fi o mo hofo wi afo.
Yo miafe nkpolo me dakpanami be mi hoji gbodi na me vai ho do ma chuchu pima o chumo popo ya ko dakpana vola herbal clinic to be o le me banami gongongongo miafe mpo miafe no kata nya gbodo yo mia zore ngo mi gano nano pom le howide.com afi mi ho do ma chuchu pima and Baumia Ikenya former vice president kple EU representative Saro Echovai among Foncho Mawe if you are lucky Baumia Nkenya nka le tome nka vidikewa hevenami alo Baumia Jajram leadership in the next elections. Former vice president, and new patriotic party presidential candidate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has held talks with the European Union ambassadors in Accra, focusing on strengthening economic cooperation and regional security. So, according to a 3 News report, the high-level breakfast meeting brought together representatives from 10 EU member states, underscoring Ghana's strategic importance in West Africa. Discussions centered on expanding investment opportunities in Ghana, with Dr. Bawumia emphasizing the country's stable political environment and business-friendly policies. He highlighted Ghana's rich natural resources, youthful population, and growing middle class as key attractions for EU investors. That actually I'm a rocho Europe do come alebe ono tapepu maple du couple la hoho to preparent of the Bawumia alebe investment achichanyao fika ocho pagao akode achon kugao aparo prosube fide alochori na vana o yema banaji gblombe e afia Ghana for mvanyenye le duko katam le West Africa fia amon foncho yang chi ala gbegbe Bawumia ji globe anje ji jona be to ma fala duko me so ho subare duko me alobe sayo kala Ghana ha ma da de klami alo chachi tre amokacho beta duko me nchio ta nova ne waba a check up la chichachama so nya ne ke mujimi apunchonchi dohi nana gome mi masasamo Bawumia doya de Minister of Trade Investment nana malina na ma President Ntodi Vice President Day Minister of Finance Day the opposition flag bearer Eka Ganye former vice president yo here be wo pe takpla me awo so sonko el bodem lina na ma be don hi eka du kopra ho no nya la bodem me eka na na ru dankwa kufa no nya amakpekpe to ho na no mahama bongo vama dan makugo ko mi asa alo o abe dumaga ike wonte popo ene kachacha to ya de lo duma huhu ike ojibe ya sa acho aho bebo oba chashi plime le moto ya runga ngma kwenye nyabia so yoke mamije mia ponkuru na po gani. Media practitioners speak out on poor working conditions. Media practitioners speak out on poor working conditions. BBC Africa story, a disturbing revelation has emerged from Accra-based Angel FM journalist Ohima Sechiwa, who has disclosed that she had worked without receiving a salary for months Speaking in an interview she had with the BBC, she highlighted the difficult conditions some media professionals endure in the industry, shedding light on the plagues of job insecurity and unfair compensation. So according to the BBC Ghana, Ohima Sechiwe's revelation comes on the back of recent resignation of Efi Hima, a newscaster with Angel FM, who left the station after enjoying 14 months of unpaid salaries. The situation has sparked renewed conversations about welfare and fair compensation for media practitioners in Ghana. And the plight of media professionals has raised concerns about the working conditions within the industry, and many are calling for improved working conditions for fair compensation and job security for media practitioners. Ohima Sechiwe's revelation has sparked. All right, so that's what we have there. Nyong Yarema de to give ma Ohima Sechiwa onya ole fear over enya jojo kakala le Angel FM ewodo for the card you want for song from ahi le mata amo gbogbo fom nya jojo kaka po nya jojo kaka la o move anyenye le dukome enya ro yo ke majoma mole ke amora biambe jirure wo da nya jojo kaka ngwa nya jojo kaka standard ka la sector rokawe li ke nya kokpo nya jojo kaka lao akwakuo okpo dejeshi ka mo to ke enye jiru fagba be ya kpugbo be mshame ikre nya jojo kaka dome akpo boju ya never ro aganya. So that's one of the stories that we are talking about. But it's not too good for the nation. Nyamanagara BBC, I don't think it's too good for the nation. But anyway, that's what we have there. All right. Mia azorango akbo miape daily so miapon kawele miape daily so maha so much nyajojo kaka le Ghana fia. In fact, here kata go do fio rofia it's more than what government can do. You really have to focus do man here do kushi do ho akbole ke wo do vidina do chome chodu na no masham fo do me ke na chodu do video do tuma do po masham ke bagbachem do kwatumre. So maybe that should be the conversation, because the media has gone beyond government. All right. Apo Gandre miniti blato voto gama subama gerem nya pa nya jo balo majujuma donc je +23242670773 enya number ikemya tanza alo kapo jeshi kajimiata atu acheka kwa claim mepata mosusu mepon chocho katano waro gbonya kabanto alebe ma awudo cho unchi +23242670773 donc je pa Ŋdi TV le Facebook jiha media jam le Facebook ta mi amoke le Facebook a nyaten ano kachacha mo kwa claim alawe miawe ne wanyo ke Ŋdi TV ga le TikTok jiha mi chona mi apo nu na putu dana TikTok ba ma shama nakbo ta yema ke afi mi agere na jojo bana mo jojo ma mare kuku ma ho do jojo piare nama trova nemia zorango.
That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
go. Oh, what is? Let go, Joy.
Oh, very much. If I don't quit them, go to put. Tanya too much toy. When you warm killer.
Oh,
Never for fun. Never got too much to move. Come on, watch it go.
that is not the Abraham Baraka in LA. I party to Tony Mark-Boye. But the husband that did not fear. Coco in a dinner for Ewenyigba, Yapon or Passy Bunny who went on Yan Furama. Well, I passed it over for Yahoko Katara.
When not to go.
Vai, but I can sugo. It a big that the Sacramento top. Vola Patica, Busielo, wait off here.
Maybe vola togbo. You man no Chicago. Mokbong jaja.
Vola chika no pla. Na zama. Fiva nana kama furaga nao. Mashama nazi.
Nyapa to do wala to fita. Itanyeza vola chika. Nyato matoro ha. Woza vola chika fufu jijila ama.
This vola piki.
Yeah.
Vola baby.
Mauna yura vola to. Ona masa.
Vola pachika la chika drapo kata alo gado pa doyo pamela akblawu wojango St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church atututu le hoa apola old fashioned le akwe kala hwahwea gada wojila agodoma Yellow House Street wojango local rice jwala atututu opa dopo la hudi gba ochogba chongdiga adrekla afaba dashina fiega aton kala mamli da gbewa oja dogomo ndiga andrekla afa wadashina ndogawi efe pokana vola le 0244 512 1450
Vola.
Nina nemiayi, vola eva senta. Afima mia pota yo la nyadeba vola. Efi valo, akuloli le fuda now, alele le fuda now, tomaru le fuda now. Achi de padaka, ufuto makata, mele tomo nidewa. Eti makolo no ba, na ile vola eva senta. Ikele jengo aplau, Victoria Baka. Afima na kodo wotu akame wa wofuto wofukame ofukame tutu dokada vola heba center Dr. Prosper Debeneba na kodo come on vola
kadon kwajiba vola pachika monyuna funo nyonu yo no nama vikle de fio mo hopo ye fo
I go. Oh, what is? Let go, Joy.
Oh, very much. If I don't quit them, go to put. Tanya too much toy. When you warm killer.
Oh,
Never for fun. Never got too much to move. Come on, watch it go.
that is not the Abraham Baraka in LA. I party to Tony Mark-Boye. But the husband that did not fear. Coco in a dinner for Ewenyigba, Yapon or Passy Bunny who went on Yan Furama. Well, I passed it over for Yahoko Katara.
ikele jengo aplau, Victoria Baka. Afima na kodo wotu akame wa wofuto wofukame ofukame tutu dokada vola heba center Dr. Prosper Debeneba na kodo come on
kadon kwajiba vola pachika monyuna funo nyonu yo no nama vikle de fio mo hopo ye fo
Is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. capable of managing his own affairs. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. African is ready to fight his own battle.
Yo, miapa nkbola mi trouble cho do machucho pi mau yo kama mi ho me mi dak mona miapa magbeda yo ka oli kple mi gongongo ba pa na mianchi miapa wona fiauto jam gato jam yo mi akara nya chucho ba no the daily searchlight Scandal rocks Wasa Amenfi police over 1.7 million Ghana Cedi alleged extort. Scandal rocks Wasa Amenfi police over 1.7 million Ghana Cedi alleged extort. Le Wasa Amenfi tome 1.7 million Ghana Cedi nya gare ka oko se wa profito ho alo oho le amareshi ofiaba de evenya abada chunya ko na povito ko obo yokuta nya gabuka ka 1.7 million cedis nyama makaji be enya ma trouble in CPP as Council of Elders reject Central Committee directives. Okay, CPP nkumo party le fia nkumo no matata ko afia o maso regime le party amara ba amaga ho Yoker Patiamwa Omadam Homo. Bogoso Prestia Mine Saga. Questions grow over unfulfilled 500 million yield maiden investment and new $65 million chase. Alright, Makbo Amagat Piaro Lefia, Bebu, Fano Tata Jimafion Pedesi. Bogoso Mine Prayer and Yao Lefia. The gap of $500 million dollars ada yoko Ocho dash no bono ko do yuma nya almost. All right, Business and Financial Times. Business and Financial Times. Sylvia Income named as National Bank CEO. Wow. All right, Sylvia Income kono watata refia. Ka ochen Sylvia Income arotoshi Sylvia Income jibe nenye National Bank for Domega. All right, government's dual role in wealth generation key to inclusive growth. Julius Deborah Jiru, human resource manager, make up one name, Shamaka Jiru Dawon, when now Ghana will grow by. Government's dual role in wealth creation key to inclusive growth. Jiru, a dog, Ŋdi Wɔna, a Jagbaba, to common family, and Mushana no either room, Alabama way for do akbo ga kple jirun tofa shicha nya yoke leta de jiru fa shicha monwu yoke ji to na mokata hia gbasube miachi le ganyaume. Chamber of Mines rejects 46% retention claim. Over 30% of locally produced cereal contaminated. Hey, Ogbogbombe Nkusha nkwe mi chona nya ba gboji bagi ton le bagi wo share bagi wo ma ngbele chonchi aro gbele omonyo na ebugo bi de kwa nfoncho wa bli nkupifio ayi wetomo millet wheat yoke chona cho Ghana kwa over 30% of locally produced cereal contaminated ayo bana egbele. Okay, nyazore ngo Daybreak. Laura Paramount Chief dead. Oh. Makbo na Cabo Tony akona watatale fia ikenye fia Ghana Laura Paramount Chief dead. Laura Paramount Chief fiaga na amekula Laura untome no tata le fia Laura to pe fiaga magawali baba nami. All right, esedu nketia Julius Deborah tie in early poll NDC flag bearer race. But Julius Deborah plus edu fe no tata le fia wo grombe amavaya Julius Deborah plus edu nketia oje chama ba me ke lango bana mamlon le aflagacho ho biblique abaijile NDC me paro yoka bonama. All right, Yale made under fire over broken 500 million deal, new 65 million chase. Okay, Yale made do para ponya le fia do pola nyo amola nyo ho ogbaglombe $500 million daro Kenya investment alone kuga ko pare shikapu nyama yomata kwamno makbewo nya nkuma bamlefma do hina mitroba mi ajile ya bala buwoje akpogom dadani. Airport police rescue abducted girl nab suspect le miapa ya mohu jefre povito le amade yike efi fila oli okode vialeshi. All right, that is Daybreak mia azoran akpo paper mamna omara. Inquisitor exclusive on Saglemi Housing Project Part 1. One LMI deal smells. Okay, Makbo Dukopo no tatale fia Gakbo Kenneth Gilbert Ajay Kenya Minister of Works, Housing and Water Resources Jiru Domakaka Kona Jiru Kwedo Apwetunyao Bechi Wanya Open Water Fia Ocho Pichane Saglemi Housing Project over Dafia Bidakwa over Grombe Kukwaro them do cho Saglemi Housing Project for Nyanchilefia. Right, tension over Adamus resources. Assembly members demand urgent government intervention. Tension over Adamus resources. Assembly members demand urgent government intervention. Adamus. Dopa ya le tume Pahosifanyao Oji Elefia Kem Imano Amakofi Bois Pomikine Jiru Domake Pona Miapre Ŋdi Wɔna kple Tome Ŋuxɔsiwo ƒe nyawo dzi le fia Owaglombe Assemblyman Olo Ujibe Jiruna Gere Adamuswe Nyam Kalamse Nyakwema. Alright, JM vows to sustain single-digit inflation. JM vows to sustain single-digit inflation. Nyako Jukopora John Dramani Mama Be ye kakare jina mi be nwopashi weji mai nwopashi weji mai atra dia bale ko no China anoleka nwopashi magano jima be China. Coming up, NDC MPP gurus playing mafia game over Saglema housing project, names to drop soon. Alright, nyajojo kaka lo nyajojo makukware elefia cho apoyo kenya jiru hoyoko to the Saglemento Manacho Ada Yinaniki, Le Bushama Pama, Ye Fanyaglomo Le Fmale Saglam Saglemi, Uwamendisio, To Plan Pipito, Amadapio, La Cohoy Alma, Open Call, Nano Yoka, Urupajaluma Kukwaroma, me, Sebe Mashano Toji. Alright, the national voice. Mama promised to stop Galamsey. He has rather escalated it. Balabe mama dongbewe neva bavito shikapuku aru shikapuku manosenwa toga ka yebon pe jirudu gale tadene ewona ya manyonkongu. Cautious mining judgment debt claim swells to $905 million as Ghana prepares for final hearing. Cautious mining judgment debt claim swells to $905 million as Ghana prepares for final hearing. Mikbo Dr. Ayeni Attorney General Jiru Domagai Kakbona Jiru Pesenya Jaro Jiru Pesenya la Ghana Fia Kawogrombe Garo ko hiaba Jiru na khana cautious mining hanya Shikaku do pare gaji jimleji about $905 million. All right. NDC 2028 race tight as Johnson is doing Ketia Jilo Debra ran neck and neck APL survey. Yo Makuku are Garo Bejiwe Le Vekanya Toyo Kangonami Kagbonam Ameyoka Choflaga ne NDC Dunya Namanya Shedun Ketiawa ke Julius Debra wanye Ashedun Ketia nye Shimanola Gane NDC Julius Debra nye Jiru Domake Kapona Mahoho de Jiru Dopper Sharma Plo for the Genono. Alright, the Daily Statesman. The Daily Statesman, Jiru Debra in Ketia in neck to neck NDC flag bearer race. Julius Debra play Global rescues 10-year-old girl with 86,454 brain tumor surgery support. Ajiro dope kakbona shika shichacha Ghana G ikapo dawaganya samijinfi enaga 86,494 Ghana cedi. Bano cho ade afos tago mana devi hopo woare abewe wawo tole osusunchi abenana achira susunwenchi ne ajeboda ngara albono gbe. Sami Awuku cautions against politicization of state security agencies. Sami Awuku no watesele fia gbogbombe atashone kpolomashama mareke to jirulu ya mega cho amano awumo abakbo vito achorno zama be party me view na the MPP toncho. Expired 120-day notice. Unresolved breaches haunt Heath Golf Fields. Expired 120-day notice. Unresolved breaches haunt Heath Golf Fields. Magazine mega Pebu no tatak mafia private legal practitioner Martin Pebu phone le nyajo kakapare woglombe Heath Golf Fields player French nyaro galefia now nkeke alufara kakwe blava sombe okuta no nyaro gakabasa refia motakona nya we serve that day. Minority NDC neck deep in corruption. Minority NDC neck deep in corruption. NDC to for nyale fia wo glombe NDC to wo za nkom fiti wo male gbegbe makanya gbon MPP to we fobum NDC to le the daily statesman ne ba kran na wajagman na kran. All right, the daily gist don kuje gbale akpo mi na atako gbalo kata le ko ngati wijin afifi lai ale ba mi on kona no on mi. All right, bring that TV, the Facebook jiha we can start like the daily gist in fighting hits the base movement. Gbalo party yare of rola dio mola dio bo dio ho wanya le fia bile ko kenele Japan chimare dogo vai party arom ka oboglomba the clamida de ngomas mas Jeffrey no Adamus mining dispute. Assembly members ran to lands minister. Adamus tomakba hoshi kufwe kwenya lefia dopuma kwenya ro yokema gonsma bana nabe assemblyman ola ro o koto jine lands minister tabe minister of lands where no matata pomafia kofibwa elefia minister of lands and natural resources elefia kamakbo that will be very lafia majeshi tutu. Right, Get Fund doles out 199 million cedis for senior high school feeding. Get Fund doles out 199 million Ghana cedis for senior high school feeding. All right, Jiru for dope kekbona gajajado pledge edena sukuo for dona or ga 199 million Ghana cedis work up plan dudu achone vedomisi suku koko senior high school so afamahi. NDC presidential race mosquito Julius Debra in 2-horse race. NDC minority blows NDC over OSP. Minority blows NDC cover to kill OSP. Minority blows NDC cover to kill OSP. Vile kwa MPP to waba horo na miya NDC to ya egba miva OSP kisi ajami for do jidem horo nami alawe nka mi OSP azam mi kisi ajabizam ko yo machim afogbam de jirudwa French mo yo ka wongbeglo otie Baumia engages EU ambassadors, all right, to Kopola oho to porento Dr. Mamuru Baumia kwa takwa to ke maono bele yo kwa du come chichala garo helafia nyama mi majoge na foga ni ganyi to afo ke malatuji ma anyabe nyama popo ola gbonye ke rokuma khoduma chuchu mi azrongo Metro Lanes MIIF nets 5.43 billion in royalties. MIIF nets 5.43 billion in royalties. Esedu Nketia Pips Julius Debra in NDC 2028 race, new APL poll. Abu Trisha granted 30 million Ghana cedi bail. NDC bent on weakening OSP minority. NDC bent on weakening OSP minority alleges. Da nyaro yo amot ko chok ya mocho OSP panya galefia kan pipito go macho. This talk about shabe wa jembe yo gbojo OSP ko do pa OSP do pa nya do pa re ke nyang makuku ple amalele plafon i do pa re ke jawa bakplana kple chiru do magao meko chiru do minister pleto yoko pu plashire kakao me ke nchoya ke nya choba ya ugbogbo me fifia to ma tata klo me bon na jidu fe senyala gama de magbene fo bon yuta re bata ashanya ke le we special ba ko ba fo na troko na jiru do maga ikapona jiru fe senya oji alawe all right, Abu Trisha is granted bail, Alifia. Okay, the Abu Trika, okay, that's the pronunciation. Abu Trika, yeah, Trisha. All right, Abu Trika. All right, the Ghanaian publisher, the Ghanaian publisher, revoke health Goldfields deal. CACA tells government. Revoke Heath, the word is Heath. Revoke Heath Goldfields deal. CACA tells me pebo no tata fia mfumbe jiru na twafokbo magbede de bare ko kona Heath Goldfields be oko apushika fia. Minority accuses government of plot to weaken OSP galefia NPP to gbon ba and this is to ba rojiru agba jemba yokbe OSP to ba to me nyaka. All right, Global funds Little Regina's brain surgery. You double get bonashika for ashi chanya ojila Ghana. Ne check gagbo whatever no chowo dollars. 2,637 missing containers is hidden from the public. Let me just do a little bit. The electricity company of Ghana, ECG. All right, so I think you go get that for yourself on the news center. ECG in 3.46 billion procurement what? All right, the Ghanaian point, the state must be both facilitator and active participant in wealth creation. Julius Debra. Juru don't get the corner, $1 for the general but Juru eligible Pasha Babe, and no monko Mashama Bear or Tatashi. As Hukito, Kajiru Antoha, in Tojibono, Ashichanyama. As said, you need to honor Mahama, Akufuado, and Kufo with prestigious gold medal. Because Jidu Ghana pẹ̀lú kọ́pọ̀lá àkókò ọmọ ẹ̀tàn pẹ̀lú ọ̀tátà pẹ̀lú ọ̀tátà fìyà pẹ̀lú kọ́pọ̀lá ayé pẹ̀lú ọ̀tátà Kufo Akufuado blẹ̀ Mahama kọ́gbọ̀n máa ṣàǹtí fìyàgà òtún fọ́sẹ̀ tutù ẹ̀bùbù gánrẹ́ dẹ́gẹ̀ amatọ́hẹ̀ ọ̀nchí blẹ̀ prestigious gold medal fìyàbọ̀ ṣìkà àchọ́wò plaki tọ́hẹ̀rẹ̀ àchọ́wò jòun kọ́gà tọ́hẹ̀rẹ̀ Shika koga tohia choga de kona me toheo. NPP stages yensro ahuna demonstration sunani over arrest of party members. Egba kemi no refia. Ebi bito o takpemre sunani ntome alabo o fwe jibibire afia jirurua ba yo ma chichi nkukekele ble vovo dona maname ona mo vom o wana leje sunyanyi ntome mi nyanya tora mi la toji la ko yiko mi kana ga mianya. High Court grants 13 million cedi bail to Abu Trika in US extradition case. The kaje rafma uchonya renchi funje fifi nyaya o ko makaji ba nyalema over one drop down the motor car, Beno Dashinchon of Magboga, no choga, 13 million city called the Magbani. No job, yo, I don't the Benevapum, Mava, Dama, Yehogol, Magbeda, Shilo, Alogama, Azujirato. Outdated meters behind high electricity charges, not overbilling. ECG. Cho. ECG, Topo, Mayare Pumulafia, Mita, Matona, Bana Jafia, Bokrombe. Bere mita hokuyo kazami migale na jim sha jim kwa gayo ke holon mi asha gawi na rechi alo na mi fle jo kode mi apo mita ma uvona kabaro menye yowe ga damre gajo anya kanya Ghana to antoria. Are you serious? ECG mita mi atonye you unique brother, the meters belong to the government. They belong to the ECG. Why can't we blona menya? Mete mita do legal nya location. Mete mita hoga chofia ko ite bubu. I can't we blona menya ta mita to mika koshi kanchi ha. Kana mita belong de kami ba the mita ho aro. You speak grammar. Outdated meters behind high electricity charges not overbilling. Okay, yo nya doji. Nya zorengo. Nyako daily graphic revolving rubber fund outgrowers evade repayment for 20 years. Revolving rubber fund outgrowers evade repayment for 20 years. Banks, industry police, petition ministries to revive scheme. All right, to nyaro gacho derefi our rubber fund. Nyaro le na jinkuna ba khre. All right, so we are income name first National Bank CEO. So ba kungono otata kalafia. Congratulations, National Bank CEO. Ghanaian immigrants to benefit from Spanish immigration amnesty. Ghana vio yo keba ya bumle Spain. Ota trogbova Ghana tuhe ma hoy. Ale kule kenofreta kodare ais hu afincho uruvara shingo hi. Ebanya ore gbamole Ghana vio kele Spain egba opunami. Ya pomozo gba okupeto o vovomelio. O ire embassy albo na gbo gbagba na gbo governor gbo ba o hi no gbo o troga we no to ma to ma no mi alo amalela de povito gahoma manomi o hi so never g telegraphical asanyama. All right, Gefan releases 199.47 million to settle free senior high school and TVET arrears. Tajiru dopo ke ponaga kevi ke oko dana una sukuvi o platokato obo daga 199 million Ghana cedis bono choda una sukuvi o rufama he. All right, the publisher Abu Trika granted 30 million beda kajia galefia Abu Trika ho ele galefia ko amobe free Abu Trika platokato nanya o Georgina ke na ji publisher ni gbomla na hwe ono klonga court handcuff na no shine sha ele choku magavia ora shinchi via ohuoma owa gayo shi gayo kele shi afunji gayo no fisima mo shi alon ha fi pankwa pare gbeta du ko to nya mo boro yetai satawale be free abuji kamera she devianchi is brain work, whatever it is brain work, you know what I mean. All right, OSP cases in limbo. Mustafa Hamid trial stopped. Minority demands agenda action. The policies is interesting. Mustafa Hamid and Pipito Nyafiro Afiva Dola Dugu Party Amo Kakami Abdo Kone as Minister Waho Toleshia Ranopum Rompumano Eflima no Moka Odila Ham and Pipito Bogomba Cabanto Yohian West people Yokutani West people Nyale Supreme Court no Putani Yamakabakawa Alove Mustafa Hamid Fanya Oyingo and Britannia Bromro OSP court case in limbo. Mustafa Hamid's trial stopped. Minority demands agent action. Interesting case. That was an interesting conversation you have. Da Makbo Kisa Jaben Lefia Mustafa Hamid Toga Lefia. Alright, Coco Farmer cuts of his own penis. Coco Farmer cuts of his own penis. Over Coco Gadalare cho into cho here rokinchi abayo de Roma kwedi akodare ngbaglo nke uhe Coco gbe adamera metakpon na nya onji rumo hefana yo cho he ho cho blade ho he yo re chu blogodo kodare yo tonya ma cho be roku gari alagbe NBC 2028 flag bearer race evenly split APL7 obo ojongma okungma oropejibe amave yelango amave yelango yike wata flag na NDC esedun ketia julo zebra soso mina swepenya. All right, aga kutogba na varo yike majoga malako kema adanya mekpepe tohe apiami. Daily Post Rike donates 1.18 million Ghana cedis medical equipment to Ghana Medical Fund. Rike na konji motokearo ochone Ghana Medical Fund jiru dope ke pona kevi ke moja gaoro ple mutokeoro na konji nyaoji. OSP was born as a political tool for MPP Eduji Tameklo. Oh, dekaje ya Eduji Tameklo kafumule fia globe West people don't crowd ko bi be sugbe MPP to na check on this story machimafi every time you go talk well. All right, but the custodian Ghana's domestic debt, I beg your pardon, Ghana's domestic debt up by 243 billion in 2025. over Ghana where Gayo ke Jiru Wadule du commission chi toto treasury bill, you understand? Where Gawu ke Jiru na khane Gayo ko do le du commission shi Ghana's domestic debt up by 24 billion. Eke Jidudu ye ava le bank ke du commission ke by 2025 ma. Gayo do the contribution is 24 billion Ghana cedis. 24 billion Ghana cedis. Jirudu name this Jirudu ya John Dramati Mara Jirudu do gapu kaka 24 billion le dukon shio le peke ivaime. And it's a big ways just to succeed Mahama Shedun Ketia Double lead in tight APL polls. Okay, Bana Banka Hamiga Kwase Dun Ketia no Tatrafia Double le Fia Harna Idris le Fia Dr. Kasila to force le Fia Afi Vice President Nana Jane Bukwajima Amaton Okolefia go Magak Bio Babasha Babajumbe Odo Kora Arabo Toshi Ojina Yonya Flagachola na NBC Kaka Kokokua Elejima Bam Kapi Evokan Bafuma Kenya Sedun Ketiakwe Jiro Debra O Kongwe Ojejima Baflagachola. Hey, Vice President, you people go talk through Kanyongwade. Okay, I know Dumpre provides water for 5 communities in Savannah Adre. And people talk so Tapahama Ilalas and Savannah Domajin Tome Omochi Popiaro and Tomafma Penny. Global gives 86,454 to 10-year-old girl battling brain tumor. Yo, I had to be via because soon you were so. Enwo chakalo susume ne enwo gabu waro gaba chalo susunti penya gbomle gabu gbare ma jiru fo do pona shika chichachanya oji chone prosube no wa fo tagumini or kamon le ta susunti. The informer quickly, the informer how single source procurement is burning Ghana water company. Stay tuned. Enwo kukware ga pede shibe jiru fo do ke pona be chinya oji on ha ro contract una won to ba mu o me won le gaglagbo maybe contract una mo match about to ma chi about o money ma sag blemo na ba jiru do ke kwa fa chinya o ji fa chinya o fura ma alagbegbe me sha no toji ni o nya mi ko se pire. Stop meddling in chieftaincy disputes. 241 politicians Ashanti Fiaga to ko 241 bomba jiru du dollar alonya dunya khao ya dunya khala mugano medem yo fwe fianya mala be fianya eli ho afio ba chama ro no bazu politicians alo jiru do maganta mi akuku mi a politicians mi gadem fianya mo fiadi eli afi du corporate bank of 1957. We beg you Otunfo, I beg you. Bamia walk stock unites MPP ahead of 2028 elections. If you are Bamia Jambe, the cow on no patchame, Miss Sebeni Cho, Evazucho, Eva Dogo, Kena Japan, Peto, the picture, Daragota, Rola Dio, Rola Blama picture, no he. Alright, Minority Box OSP insists in it has prosecutorial powers. MPP talk of Robert, hey, now whatever. Kisia Japan have a court many Kazon, ye Cabanto, Melangamago, but I see Kisia Japan of a court. I will sell Kisia Japan with a door. All right, IMF urges Ghana, Sub-Saharan Africa to accelerate reforms, private sector growth. Jiru Badofike Panagado Done, Ikama Duko, Bojo, Ikama Duko no Fomo, Boglombe, Cabanto, Ghana, kple, Dukomile, Miakwe, Ntuhama, Rejefuntuama, no Jabao, or Bere. Intimidation can't break us, Baumia, as he alleges. Dr. Baumia go bombe nkuka kle wana mo ekajim and this is don't cook na gaka mo yo bojoko kabanto wofomale yomo. Right, last two daily guide get fund releases 119.47 for free SHS TVET perishables. Okay, that's fine. Abu Trika gets 13 million bail. Tension over Adamus mines. Assembly calls on minister to act. Global supports 10-year-old brain patient. And the base Ghana first use the base movement. Okay, Tanya Katalefia Maglogo email you. Par exemple, que parti à Robert Amare de Gola, Kenja Japon, where Asara Mavaji be a party or him, see the base Ghana over just the base movement here, where Nkoma Lihuafi Amoga Gachon. So, I mean, those interesting times ahead. Last one, the Chronicle. NDC presidency primary, Mosquito Leads Julius Deborah A. Mosquito Leads Julius Deborah APL poll reveals Ayo. Abo Kumba, Kash, Manolagana, MPP, NDC, General Mosquito, Ikanya Sebun Kati Ayalango, Doma here, Banaflaga Chogan the Patia, Namabara Bohima, Ka Benchima Peremika, Gold Ball War, Egalafia. So, Banawuna Plemonia Pipia, Mawun Plemonia Pipima, Samu 37, 35 to 36. Some 37, 35 to 36. Ozana monya people call on anano yoke but to come and chi otu do kokria ko do vlongba blow long half. All right, I have seen a wicked and ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree, but he soon passed away and was no more. Though I looked for him, he could not be found. That's the scripture verse that we used to conclude this segment. Psalm 37, 35 to 36. I've seen a wicked man, a ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree. Makwa mavoria madovuare yike nyomni alegbegbabe the chiadeke odore togo. But as soon as I realized he passed away and was no more, though I looked for him, he could not be found. I'm vondi for manoni tegbo. Manya come back by my vona madovoya, yike a wound on your nona la calcaway. Macbobe, to bobe and your chito, Kakavaro Magbaha, Magaran on you. Tony Mark-Boye, Ŋdi Wɔna by a Mahudun Chuchu. Mother Yamapopo, Afiami, Alabama, Drew Yame, Magakashi TV, and Magban Fifilanto.
That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. That new African is ready to...
But the husband that did not fear. Coco in a dinner for Garawunya, Yapon or Passy Bunny who went on Yan Kurama. Well, a Passy Coco for Yakokatara.
When not Chico,
Vavai, but I can use to go. Interviga that as a Cremonton.
Avant la okaketa de ihaba kwa chakba mampopo na suna na shibo beraka emi no nya la mpunko amona no fisha fi fiu kata ko baola ko ono mi o nya osam le kika ba kwasiapa
amen akpe me ho ogbedodora mi hwedam maunana novama ke emi la fia mi ankosam le satellite ji mi onye Ewenyigba TV ke mi ga mi ankosam le Facebook ha ga le YouTube ha da ne mi se mi onko kwa +2532426707773 nye number ke nyata azan akọ cheka wa plan mi ke majoga mi na ban to enye power outages threatening Ghana's economic stability. Power outages threatening Ghana's economic instability. Jo chichi le Ghana na nagabe Ghana pe Ghana na ahei aide magbe jo pe chichi pe to nagabe mosha moyo ke jimi tona ko pona ga mi ga te momaro jitu ga po ga vale ko nya kweno ala be akadi jo ehia Ghana risks losing up to $2 billion if power outages persist, warns Engineer Justice Ohene Akoto, Executive Director of the Africa Sustainable Energy Center. Speaking at a forum, Ohene Akoto emphasized that the country's economic growth is being hampered by unreliable power supply, urging authorities to address the issue urgently. So according to a GH1 News report, the power outages have been a recurrent problem in Ghana, affecting businesses and households alike. Only I could attribute the situation to inadequate investment in the energy sector, calling for increased private sector participation to boost generation and distribution. Do maga ikele Africa Sustainable Energy Center ele again kaka odena nko Africa kata kple mosha mo ikote wandu aklosu boten awu echo ana be jona no yen we kadi won kan chichimo fa nya gbogbon ba le ke kadi chichinkana mi yo bedunso ne kadi nya chichim e chichima gako e Ghana gbonagbo $2 billion ye bubu gana mi le pa ya me ala be mi yana kadla nyapa poma mi yana nyapa do abi jidu nga yana kadia ta ni katutuna mi megni bizon les hommes yaba jidu kple dokushi mo omo denanku adam ye yo ko tan ako kadive ne Africa yo chogara ba kporem ta jiru na to foponyi dokushi mo ha no da kakpe jiru anye sosomina so wona de suba nyakpo mobubu ka mi atem anu kadi hamve pen ka be le kadi do punchi ikana bo motem do wo male ko je bo na kadi na no nye shai o ga bo to nyonya ya
yo fonya agba mada bana Sustainable Energy Center top Executive Director Nyanovi Ohene Akoto enya ye odada go blo alo jisida iko wo enya nyatapa ika maraka mai nyaglopa dan nyatapa tutuma agloba enya mama letapa ta manda kuneba iha ga tenda jisinya ya gobromandia majiba emia de sesala lama alo political views dalanya ya manya po jungwa ba tu view ka jiba to corner yingo alonya pa jo nya na tsofo na mikata ajo enya na ne ka mashama hia wanya ka kunya shira kwa ma ako apawa mya pa fridge o kula mya pa kuka o ashikari na homa ashifan manya yikwe inya ajo paza in fact ay ka shimya zana for residential purposes kura enya power put pa via deko na lampurang in the scheme of the demander. Residential usage is actually a very small component of power demand in Ghana, all across the world. A chupa vavinya maganto enya the industrial use. Eyo kako do po zana ko wana po doi. Na lampura myapa small and medium enterprises so katongo the company masajo office the shade ika kutoona raia jiko ajuemeza na fia mina haju zanya ndoona yenyeya productivity yenye haya afina baida costo avaida pharmacy avaida agblad bade rice processing farmer de mshamu ikako nyedo wodua ko ajula apa zasama alo hiena jo afimi avaida large industrial production and manufacturing companies so okata ohiana jo amare ke mata gbo yema yawo epodo ikajo malam ta enya ika yafo ohini akoto glo nyatepanya imagine ba miakwa jonya o mi wakuviam ko ye odo de para abale mi o jokpo vai chipo la ajo matenwa noni smoothly amashama na chokoko wonde anya na nyaba Ghana economy a crash alo crash ikaba do para ka magata choro yo fochi awodo ta ajo panya anya fa view nya obi haba na mi ala ngura ngaglo nya gbule hama manumo fiko nya tapala ko nya gbule dariko akpoba solution ke alo do kele nya tawo e mi nya we ko mi zo ko Kwame Nkrumah extend President Rawlings extended during the PNC time after to Akosombo Dama President Rawlings was under the rural electrification program you Nabo extended a transmission line a cover upper Amuganto Menemia so that you might make over 30 years ago transmission line more a Galigba. There are reports, but Kamau Boji Fifia, Msamagalo, that one hope a donor Magal very effective. No, transmitting to Akmaganto, we lost it. Alo Abuna because of the Msamagalo Chizuto. Ta transmission line so many Jirudu Deje Balomia Adolio Dongo. Jirudu yo Dongo Vayo to Chomoma Nyaba na great Koton Homagan Kujifamba Miapa transmission line to the voter and many voters to many other parts of the country. Agbo Adolio. Then to ECG. ECG ha nenema alema gludongwa transformer gado the transformer odo ado ha opa capacity mega kwafia acho agbo soso aloju pa demand soso ikela ojiba ogata cho aleke miafo ohini akoto edeje ya gbogbomba Jidudu matam for the alo for the strategic investment the power sector kaka mbakobanya just investment obakbo ila mashaye ko pota manana ai kasim jidudu wom ha na remi to modam wom onya targeted investment anya ba now na nwado o mi akpotani ni ka jona la ECG veto local procurement issues oma ayoka nya sam chung via ado akoba it's a complete waste of our resources at ECG procurement ado ECG to alo ECG to ma o wona apple mita wa kori kokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokokok economical. The only varo offer na wachi port. Na don't kuji eke nyapa jirudu ya hoji eka mama jama. The energy sector minister at the Kanyaro Dogwe concerning ECG containers over 2,000 containers at the particular Ojichim Omo Bom. Mokata onyanyo kamye zega oflawe kaka ko hachi port. Ale wo clear o a covenant do kwa waza ha ha tozo ba. the wastage in procurement, like ECG, is also one issue. New York planning the ECG, the only New York can hear Sutua. Then you tap to more than one. Well, I saw a gamma, but you can in procurement you can hear. I don't know you can hear Capomomo, I can hear plum cocomlico. And you better get them all for a direct gamma, I call it a transformer, after transformer to boost miracle distribution capacity. Anya let me got global transformer or baloju. Now these are technical issues that contribute to technical losses. So investment by ECG, I will aronya mantage shiba na domaga no tomora strategic and targeted investment. No azeka New York ku hianchi. Menyaba no procurement amarena po katara de dokumenta. Ni o mahia ha o wano ka contract sign by man of of achi port. Just because I'm a boga ho ta no achi port ha na America ma chule kalamu. No mo fu fiala bo nyachi. The second issue nyama gata yise nyaba I know by ECG now improve upper efficiency. In fact, ajo nyane me bromde anya na ke hemi kata gaka na lampure ma view ko selalama la tunya gbogbo for say can nyama garo mi ndana gona nya isi to inefficiency isi mala efficient nyama nya le kenya gbogbo zuba nya jiru ko do ko ta do la yu kala isi ja mo churu kala do ka ko do na avo madena je se ba ma do ho bra do ko do lu wana isi ka ka paganto they are not very efficient. Oh manya ba Ewenyigba TV, a Joiza Milafia, and Yafakamurata. Prepaid meter, Jimmy Omila. Name your Zevo, a Jonachiko, Achi, name your Tommy Rapio, Kavichimo Piano. Gaka Dowadu Legana. Yoka ECG, a Jonamu, Ozana, Jukaka, Podubona, Muhammad. Bokafa, a Jofani, the Opa Gamo, Jidu Doho. Koju to vovo yo ka ko juza za ko lo nya ko to ko juza lo ko view ko juza amamo bo mo ajufa ham ero mo isiji hamate no azan fonction ahoju galo shu makata womba ka shim revenue ka shim nya bana isiji na fu azan ako improve over distribution. I'll expand over capacity. It was back. I can vena domanam. When never ECG to policy, in your example gal fly or number flat rate. Amada hotum. Ayo to hover wire for hover apply the meter. Meter ho how to her bureaucracy. Jonava to meter or for it out. Doha ECG to nyang chungo kaka afora da kamala chungo ta nyanya to me investment must be targeted and also ECG must improve on their efficiency. That is more important. Many ECG don't improve on their over efficiency. Amala shoba mahiaba jidudu kura agava duka afyako da ECG to podona alo abaleke nyafo pomeba anyo na private sector na gada ka isi stop do na ma na do atawa no efficient ma hia kwa na private sector na gada kaka ayiko nyomo la efficient tota in a pomo where private sector people are very efficient or where opotaro nyomo ba wako ga ta mo no ga America na wo illegal connection
akba yo napon pola miapo nyama jojo wona ma mi foncho nyai ke akutoglo cho miapo jo kadi do nyaunchi gbogbo wale ke jo chichima na nagaba $2 billion na bura Ghana ba jo zami ko do mi beyond that, amoro do message, makro message, karo Raymond Walanyo Buami. How did they arrive at such a specific amount? I think it's a concern because Amaron where la oblenya pelika where frijo we don't make noise online, we act. You can't hate us and keep begging for more credit, so please pay my Nigerian people. Interesting message. Message I will for
well, I'm a bunch of yeah, but like you were figure a gamma. But you remember, a guy go cut that about $2 billion. 11 Kaka do mahi ma the message like what don't arrive at the figure. The Sustainable Energy Center tour research analyst that they took into consideration Doroko Yukata Kosanaju that Yanovia Unto Kakao Susu Manakuda na Lankura your immediate environment. Joe well thou Okata Ozanaju. Fita poma, okata ozanaju, costo kata ozanaju, ka hairdresser okata ojo, tailor okata ojo. Look, these are informal people, and they form the majority of the businesses that everyday Ghanaian is engaged in. Having about the provision store, about the supermarket, having the shopping mall, plenty. Having about the filling stations. What have you? That imagine Ghana go to when you value how much these businesses can make in a year. You put all that together. I feel like the big industrial manufacturing companies over 10 around them. Figure more Sustainable Energy Center or extrapolate. We may be losing about $2 billion. Never power outages issues so tough. Yeah, that's how they are. Yeah,
but among the macro honorable in that research methodology or the OLISA. That number our research research proposal na body at a mutual at the school about PhD. In get about PhD be again. Ni ala me be akwenyi nke na fi na be akwo ala ba mara kama kuma kpo ku hiadeli research problem adeli ku hiadeli ka mara kama kuma kpo de aglo na mi kata me anya be ndodo ya alo afoyo lo je mi ade akuta na ku hio ta ku hiadeli ho ta o bia lo ka leke me be akuma me ta methodology so lisa contextual model solely nka makape susu makapa danje na tenogorma na bore marata gobe yo pobe be shagbe kula jutina afofureka huamila no bia mi o chomole to kore share de kare ka o bia mi am ko na pomo shai nka ke de kashan ke kare ministers ni alo no chi jore
NDC government when it comes to energy sector check the record right from after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Jiruduma. It's only the NDC government that has a footstool with massive investment in the energy sector. President Rawlings' record, though, it is unmatched. No other government has done what Rawlings has done in terms of energy. Now, President Mills and John Mahama won, but record, though, it is unmatched. That Manyaba Maudi, whenever NDC government galaxy before we are confronted with these major investment issues, I know the president will take a look at the issues and steps will be taken to address them within the shortest possible time. At least, I know that we will push our energy sector issues forward.
Yo, akpe untobe mi maga wo policies bloga va un policies ako amaro gbonyaro message aro va chocho ke va du corporate go mark on ga go chipu nya ajimalo dumso nya ajimata planned maintenance du corporate planned maintenance nya aji pepe ECG but domaga abaya kukuchoba you complain on homare gbagba mova you office o you complain homare gbagba jochichin bara gbagba mi bu fele Nigeria nyima buto na nya ya o amowe PPA gas supply atuabo gas supply ba we you tuga akama gbagba boyo maga tugo mi le kuku nya ya isi mi senya ya opo na po gbogbo be do so le Ghana tamara kama ga bobo passes doom so le Ghana ta no timetable me timetable go la ba manya nwanya doom so ta nya pa susuma ngoyi susuma me miasio nya po me bi only for susu le tamana mi we are not positive thinkers e ta yo bagbacha bagba dem okpota na nya ni gbogbo mbe doom so nya ta na mi kokoko mbe mi do so timetable ti ma mi on twen we ni ma jibe du kokko na wo bona mbe ni ga yo mwa ba nyi alo bi yo ba na ni gbo mi le ko ba jochichi o plan maintenance o ni jini be buriko ajochi na chija ajochi examen be o ma che wa go ko da aso frija ko frija an o nya na de frija na nya ko akobe baga don fan ha ko didi ni ya o nya ya ko ni de kuku bede bitanu ko chom na nwa o ku khia ka nya ko khere mi kota na ku khia ala nya du so ala nya plan maintenance o mi de kuku nipo mi opo Tony now minute afan ako na na mi afan pola akoba ni ka nana ba wo load shedding load shedding de yo dem kona ba iba so okay ni ka jona fi wo na load shedding nyaba supply capacity of power masubo adene jukokata ta ogbagba koshira kule ejo china ta enwanye maintenance enye load shedding no nkoka choke mirani menye kuhia fyenye bede mi pota na nya jidudu na dafojiwa na kple kuhia nya bokobe ningo in particular alwamu gantum in particular it is due to miapa transformer over agboma so that power to triple. Okay, that's a government. Ya misubo kaji. Okay, how power la. Tana transformer yimsa kayen to trip. You na ba China. That low current ma is also due to the capacity of the transformer. Yeah. Mawe jojo la mata. I have listened to ECG to Bamaga. You have a regional minister happen. So the global miapa capacity ba lulu Joeka Nyabonu transformer. That have all gap transformer you add the alcohol expand distribution capacity le amugantom. Ta Manyaba Duduma Jirudu afford them to the energy minister they have bought new transformers to be distributed to regions. So that is the confidence I have in my cap. Yes, definitely. Stephen Adonrawo, municipal chief executive, upon the Benway. I have global transformer. When we talk for Kunyal, we go, Apiaro, Amaroto, over Punia, Lebebe. Ka ever global transformer, cover from a Duvier, transformer Punya. Ka have a policy via the airwaves. Speak to the people. Assure them of the steps you are taking to address their concerns. Now, we do your Obama. Ayo boy, that politicians will play, the game with it because of the absence of technical information from ECG. So I will use the opportunity to call on them that they should come out. They have a corporate affairs department. Oh, PRO, so public relations officer. So they should come out and be speaking about the issues that are confronting them. Customers over Jinazem. Akba yo Mia Zorango. Mia gere mia court for nyaoma. Echo chachu chikata pom. Be never nye mawe neku. Elabe majo yaji lepong. Even I'm oyi moha, but they should maro oyi more the more majema, more the oyi more of openyajo. Ne when a court reporting kwa power she get a guilty. If I be wrong, but I could get a yam of a mongo, Alaboro, Black Super. I am guilty. Ye 5 you or share genchi. It's your boy for what me. Hey, you swim my court. Kaga mare tamare ko ba go guilty. Ala ban kamle shi o cho lawyer. American adult am na tayo ba 5 you ko ba tayo ya. Go be go jela ma. Awa maro ha lawyer cho gere mo wo pe ba. Mo wo gbe na na mo gbe na ni he. Na na he. Chachu fun ni gegere nyame. Emi na fi anfo ma la sunyanyi to ma. En ipitoba yo jojala joga sriki je ba la professor selection ayo. Ba wo ntasam yonchi o yo lem no le yo ha. But the weaponization of the security services and the judicial system as movito amono umeo ako awanya lemen onye na ni kemi kaninya ro mi senabo oyi o ba binya to bia chacha to ya ro la mara kai bia yo tronya dareji ayo kutura be glinga ro mo bugwana ga ba ko ame anela ya bonga dugu ke movito bonanu kuma tamo bo wo ngbele itototo le me ba ofo me ni yo yinaji. I want us to educate first. Me afia mwamo afi me agere politics amen. Amadu fra manchila shimo ba ko povito beneli obere ma khada yo malagatu ewo afanya maka povito adi me afia adua. Worst excesses of judicial manipulation behind is Chachu Chikata. Legal luminary Chachu Chikata. Chachu Chikata maintains that his confidence in the judicial system is rooted not in theory but in personal experience, pointing to his own legal battle, which ended in vindication. And I'll quote him. In the end, a court of appeal unanimously acquitted and discharged me on all the counts. It took 8 years after the initial decision, but it still gave me the assurance that justice still works. Bila kwa Chachu Chikata kiko ukore efu akbovo henyere ka 2001 ke dukopora hohoto je kufo hoji ayobe odo court aroba fast track high court kufuma no ko nya be patapata ko o nya kpogere nya no shirege nwo ra shinwo no dege modo me nke o da se gbanete be gare yin be gayi gba ka ba wo to ike o je bo wo re mata o patapata ko medeji nwa de ko jimo ye no fuma o gbe mo jiwin e pe akele yo for dona nya bukaka okonya konya bongo ko bubuari kenya pilsko ama tono nya jikota dako obe yo nya jo yo da shenchi yitum yisiwo bala kai sona ne yepede shibe nya tefua eli kokoko eno nya don alabe versus regime former vice president Fumbe wo bail conditions am ko to honayo na lama na kwele ko ngo garanya mo ko bongo ba tino to gana ketuni akacho police station ko je to gana ma ala bo ga we ala to na labi afio ko that's a police inquiry bill let of fuma for bebre na o da shimo of ma do ga ko court ha o je na ga ko mo bebe o de mo pe ga hu me ale ani bana no mashi afuna ni ba pepe pa na no le na me yo no bo ko e ma ele ko to ba fuma ko sira da ka ko sira ko to we ra ko ho afio ba belo ni ana Chachu mfum ebe mo na pipi adele salmo pagbane tabla sheke vo edne pipi ya ton Psalm 94:15 ye chonon sedemoloki ebe justice will once again be found in the courts and all righteous people will support it ejiba ukwa bodwa ndu mane ya ni akunu me mawone ye chime no papa jembe adogo ka mawuli clear no termonya pipi aja bible ha adogo ta egbogbo elem be mfitifitio ojin kaka ebe potobe kaka pombe de sibe amo mfitifitio one plus enyale yin
foya
meto
mia fofo Chachu Chikata apa jajama la Ghana Vietor Lampom, Alo Law and Kota. The Macarajo Maracala Ghana added the claim. La mia fufuya unanyaba uponcho apa experience from matoto da tunya alo wo sanchido zanjejo ukoko abuse amagade lai mama chatu chiketa is a pure example. I don't kujia eka appeal court over review that judgment. Okwedo no judgment ika fast track high court or one DMO and young for that you definitely President Kufo to apologize, but yeah, Tomajo that to force G. Never allow you to go Attorney General. A big paper to force in Degamo and the modern kata and Yamani Garam of Kakakoba, Manya and Ya. Alonu ka jova ile president ko foko tami ka president ko fo workple chachuchikata itututuma atofo ka Godfrey damiji dia workple alona nana branko ko fado jibe workple atofo ya die modern nyamadinya de ta ya wepe subele ndisi party nyamba yo we yo asesa am manipulate sa tro sa awo search do ako black bedum na mafa musale ushi yo ta woma ade no movie afia be na you la chichi alum sale you shia du popolo se do you shi de yo te wa sesa o blama sha make you fu be yo glan yo ta blama du mafa e yo nyo were ta chichi kata so sita o ga attempt be no ga were Dr. Atufosun ham ga ka gbe I did it because Dr. Atufosun mau ko di amatan ato so succeed na yaba chow nyan le chachuchi ke tapa time ko ma hina by now Atufosun na le mom ma hina le mom afia dem kata esa ba letter of credit ba no for ambulance e ba me ye je no sign letter of credit la ba me substantive ka finance minister substantive finance minister nkata favor deputy na sign ha yikaba the substantive finance minister ka setepe adova from denyama ba yente nem se benesa kaka still former president Nana Danko Akufo ple ka attorney general Godfrey Dami ple finance minister Keno Foyata omoto ya odi ko to be le on that force na mo alaba frame na you parliament akpono no mo e kuma vidi anya judicial manipulation and an abuse of power. Declare over example. Kayim. Kaka mwenye ba ke nyomi asesa ato safatu ato emagbe a manipulate jejo alo blank jejo bo wato safatu a manipulate America mucho nyaro godo bala imo na yo sifina yo alo you know yokoko what they you politically. And this government more right from 1992, you came and the politics under President Rawlings. I have never seen anybody abused in courts before. Kakahafi President Mills and John Mahama first. I have never seen anybody abused in court before. No. And now we are seeing it. To the extent that MPP to America Nyamoro Medeji Kraba or Brazil to Copa Ganya. We suspected them and we are waiting but Jukosa alwa boy de from Kodu Motor Crash Defolo she or Batanabo from Napo operation recover all Luta Musa Magala Muhalo Madonna Kawam Laba Ale Kawonto Deji but Mahi Sa Wako Sak for Yura Chiu Yuma Abalaka ko na Afrika ngwena onya ka jirudwama oyuma chimina na mauta okpombe we are weak akwedade ta hohoma nya onya yafufuo adodomre nikatanya gbo aba dumavio vieto $70 judges ogbo and practitioners of the law at the bar and the bench but jichinyanywe na no mashamashi le $70 said nyateƒe dzi wotu alo ŋlɔ sa ɖo ale be nenye be ne be aze sa kɔ wò dɔa dzitsina nyuie ne nɔ si o ame ɖe me dze agɔ ɖe menye by force be na dama mo enye ŋuvɔ tame sese le ame nɔvi be mama dze agɔ. I will have no business trying to manipulate the system to convict that person. You can remember Amama Jacob. Ta Moyokata Mokpomba operation recover all loot. Nyachia Moyoma Abaleko Dafu Jakanara Mamuna Afuli. And this government will follow the law, will follow due process. Kaka ha Magabule Aga Detifuna Mashababa. The law will take its course on offenders of the law. Meshame Kapo proceeded to Kopa Ganyama. Nenyabe Ngoma Kuku defia. We've had evidence bear and when we are called. Oh, now from Dede Shuba, Terma Jola, Aiga, Bank of Barakama,
Yo, Miafa, Nupola, Nya, chemical director to Mafia, Chachushka, that one for Yare or for Glonia. I don't know, talk about a judge, Amea, Mila Shinchi. Ola chama chiko juro amasijo nyong ma said in atama popleto make abi wa mama ameka ne CEO blibo na maso kpekpe malanchiro na manasijo e figa no kuna jababa no ga khama makam wa bi na kuku ato magbe bi ko maga kha ko akota na nya ha jiru we ni atro yo do maga yo ko wo CEO me nya ma ya ke ko wo CEO a ko ni leke nya to magbe ya ko na kha na jiru a still el America. There is injustice. Where I'm better than a bear leco. I'm a fuga, but yeah, the more I follow like a for. So there is injustice in the judicial system, and I don't know what is wrong with Chacho's statement. You must say, when you go, no judge will no bail amade. No police will no bail amade. Don't he? Crowd of police or craft you in your magbo, or walk it one and a man. Ye police card will power. A general exam. Uncle Chacho may not be entirely right. That may
actually
not
be careful. Kaka ale pome and mahi nyawaga pomba mahi matulam na nyang ha but for the former judge Enkonyeli pa kple ni meja pa de meja ngonya to ebede una na na pocket law ade be siri ju woni lo sa manya radio ju aro tv ju woni lo court home ju woni ta judge are ma go nyanwi judge are ma go onyan gbagbele ni ke ugbo the merit of the case ni ke kunya yenchi e judge agbo ami ayawo e mo lo abe ama pom do ma hikra e da bela malo kaka ngako gbemre footage la bo sara ko jichinya shai o footage ko atoba ma ko ngade dimino amme ya ori ame no mi abofi judges are very good good uko kona ko ko move ade ke pa ya le doka ma ko ma me no da atashi ai to take one ta apata ko hayo jichinya mo fo even though the police is posing bail for him. In the final order, enya blockwe nya to be nya blockwe lo blonya ta nya mela is courtroom to nya en chachu courtroom person the injustice on the court menye nyi nya ma
everybody am gonna to get the finally to ni maje o yi nya ji fuka ga wa to na mare maje ka kade mse nya ma ni manya na do jole Ghana political history bobe Bovito la chama ka jeja enye party are meto yo be ya tuna ma ni manya ni Look of self, after coming, that the two who were at Tangavana became a two court.
Look, Tony, nya majibama agadon kuna naji. Nya pampola. Mi wore chachu chikata undi. Menyengu nyono wara marikamu. Laba chachu kuta chikata menya magbule unyo society. Is an astute person. Now nya yo chodamwa GMPC ika apotomanya the then CEO of legal acumen. Alo senchi nyamya iko koko transform establish GMPC kapomomea iwe beba do koma ni ba mo la fama ba do agbaji jamno GMPC chachu how establishment
mekla mafia ebujita mekla lo
how LNB
MP okay yes
chachu how the GMPC they led to the transformation of that company. The MPP government is benefiting on their workers at their plenty. GMPC, I mean, President Rollins said it. And Chachu was one of the first people who transformed that company. But Kufuor simply wanted to just denigrate Chachu Chikata because of his relationship with Rollins. That me, my potomato, sweet it is a demonic attack. And young Babylon, that's a salamon. That name it now, Potoman Foncho, Tonchia, Abba, in with the benefit of hindsight and reflection day. They make a time home about you have New York movie, Mega Transfer. Make a woman as a sound.
I do your me on our boy, Kaka, Uncle Somile, your Tommy the message number, there he goes again. Judicial manipulation by who and where is the evidence? When you won your election petition case in 2016, was that manipulation? Your own party general secretary confessed that you petitioned the Supreme Court with no evidence that your party won the elections and you expected the Apex Court to overturn the EC results. What sense of entitlement is this? I think you told me, my messenger, evidence. No, I feel na. I feel like it's evidence based. Hello, ne kufobe amnesty na mama. It should be evidence based. Hello. Okpona marobe cases of China or Suswarota. Okpona mobo. Agbanono to troll. You see, now the fact prison service I got one I think I recommend number meala or ashonji. Then my salary malu. Everyone I know damn mad a moba president that I damn I don't know a separate year. President can veto decision of parliament, can veto decision of a court. Ammonia.
Executive power.
Executive power. What are all the what damn moba a chore. Prison service will not report that. Go order shaman chera but all the amnesty. Hagali. Amaro le death row, Jinebon Kujia, Eka Kufova, Amabu Boro, Jobo, I said, Wame, Le Manimalo, Le Nana, Le Manime, Alo. Akakufova, I met she the got back, Rollins in Turkey, where government, no, you sentence a meal, Moto Wamao, one is very, a bit of Noshina is out. Kufoba ye awama. Nema kwa mula fumabu. Tapali meba wo sebe fifi ya no cancel death penalty. Ebe mkujia. Ta liza. Court after the sentence. Appeal court. Appeal court. Abet nana agrada pa pore mya. Ora ma dogwe. Through process. Ta pore never na be election petitioner. Many criminal cases when yao. Supreme Court deals with constitutional matters. Ta well, I note your case, Kaka. Sema simple.
Mia for nyai bedasio roda. Nyauta. Ne for company and security protection and house. Sham but no account for her stewardship. It is right for anybody. Any ordinary Ghanaian can ask the court, but never Jim Mensah account. Danebe Chesujikata Ebienya la court. Yes, the Supreme Court prevent lo demagba na Jim Mensah bagaba ka amount witness boss no account for their stewardship. I think me personally, I think it is wrong for the Supreme Court to prevent Jim Mensah from coming to account.
Well, Emma topic about Kamagua, name le careful hoker, miano people message direct me. Me, Chachuchi Katako, but when you were experience, you can now either more. Anyanamaku, Nyaya Boma is a criminal issue. Nyama, is it noble judicial injustice and corruption? I'm a share problem, Leo. They throw their weight about.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, that is what the issue is. And me, I got ever at the backdrop of April birthday. But I had the birthday could play about the Kaji, the Kari, Sunyani, Vima, Yaobe, the Lipo, the Tone, the Cocola, Paki, and Munipeto. Egba mi la fi an ko fi an na nyapo ga woko lididi le Sunyani to nyama me jimi akogu nyame ma ogbogbombe ye over o remanded 2 weeks. I don't know, yeah, it's 2 weeks or a week or remanded over no choke 30,000 ve eyo kata o nane yevu bad the weaponization of bail conditions a guy I'm attack over 10,000 100 million attack over
social media they will be having the demonstration today. Nana B of all people, is he the one talking? Don't worry, you call one Dr. Ayenia. The current Attorney General, did you forget what they did to him? Along with national security, military, dressing in balaclava. A for former, a guerrilla former, Bakoraji. Nko, I remember you na hunema. All we call one current energy minister, John Chinyapo. We call whatever. I remember you na hunema. The Nana Danko Kufa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Aleko mismanage koya mea nyamaro de me fu baba now all about to come na ahochu na the MPP group of people ahochu don na da fu do aha na fu ono yumachi so be ka mrofo kra ma fanu that we have suspected that these people have criminally mismanaged this country. Alright, kakaboma eba ikemele Ghana ya Marika mo yung machimori. Ay nga itaw ko na juludugan di ano. Inyanka. Bekat via the national committee.
Nya drama nya pajema nya jojo papaja nya pajema kama de nyama ngo message ka baro bona. O de lipo kwa mahama. O do panke kini ko directive mema. Okay, fine. Na ikela mapya o maudo na kopra kopo myo ha mi po mole apology mahama karat dankle na nakushakuya ko buja ko mahama jaji na olia
amozana AI ako create na nguvu asa ko mala
okay, good morning to Tony Mark-Boye church and Chabade. Has the MPP forgotten about the unwarranted arrest, seizure of properties and detention of people reported to belong to the NDC when they took reins of government in 2017? Good morning to you, Tony. Great customer. Thank you. Francisco Bede, if you speak sensible things like a human being in the country, nobody will arrest. But if you want to behave like animals, especially like elephants in the zoo, you will always be arrested like animal, maybe arrested like animal, like joke. MPP has turned to Kumasi, keep fit club or MPP. What MPP? What? All right, you know what I'm saying. You are just saying. I don't really love policies of insult. No, I'm not your mouthpiece. I'm not impressed about your using of insulting language. Attack Benyamake at the Bamuni because we are on national media. I'm going to create problem. So a distance from your comment. All right, a distance from the insulting element of your comment. Let me pray that way. Okay. Good morning to you, Babanabe. All right, at least they can do the country a favor by adding a cleanup exercise. Good morning to you, Tony. Okay, thank you for your message. I don't follow. Albert, good morning to you. These are opposition Sankwas. Sankwas. Okay, Sankwas. Oh, okay, okay, it's not a good thing, please. We will track those comments. I distance from that comment. All right, I think 2 more comments. But good morning to you, Michael. Good morning to you. If the kuru stops, the keke too will stop. Or if the kuru stops, the MPP should change their way of politics for Ghanaians to sympathize with them. Okay, thank you very much. Last comment, George, good morning, Tony. Dr. Bamia is definitely coming back in 2028. The NDC is not any different from the MPP, so we will continue from where Nana ended. All right, good morning. Thank you for your message. I will hope I could read the last one. Okay, honorable message. Okay, le Facebook, yeah, Christian Adabohado message now. Let me just quickly read that message. I think I saw a couple of messages there. Good morning to you, Tony. Great jobs. Keep it up. Okay, I appreciate your message. Tina, the message. Good morning to you, Tina. I appreciate your message as well. Domianko Semla, I appreciate your message. Good morning to you, Pat. Mianko Semla Daplahunda. I appreciate your message as well. Okay, honorable Futanami Peter Meji Junior. Okay, na blonde.
Bono top communication officer. Don't hear wa ava paid. You call mu under social media. Happy yana or vivinebe higher in the politics. Along ya hata wema.
Many now arrest
a whole political party. Do fiabo she damage be Mike communication officer wa anya nwueta o defend ma. Then mark na don kuji amare ha o yonko be Obama se Obama be John Mahama so ye got to tell them the MPP came out to support this guy when in fact Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who that said that a part of the police over Mahmoud Bawumia visited him and took pictures with him. The party called MPP